All right, so last time the Knights of Victoria arrived in Pooley Bridge and overheard a local tale of a mysterious beast that had been laying waste to both sheep herds and cattle in the area for the past few seasons. The Beast of Cumbria, as it's been dubbed, has grown in size and is taking more and more of the animals, making it hard on the farmers to make their living. The Knights ventured to the farm of the latest victimized farmer and set a trap for the beast, successfully drawing it out and putting it down. In the aftermath of the confrontation, they ended up following its trail back into the woods and came across an old set of ruins where the soft glow of a campfire can be seen and the smell of cooked meat cascades through the air. So that's where we left off last time. So as you can see, the ruins is kind of an old fort. One wall has completely broken down, and there are 3 old turrets here that again are pretty much at ground level for the most part, and the fire that you can see, the campfire, and the smoke coming out from inside seems to be a little bit lower. Excuse me, lower than the regular ground level, so it's a little bit hard to see from the vantage point that you currently have to really be able to see what's in there. As far as you know, at this point, it doesn't seem like anyone has been alerted to your presence, but because of your close proximity to where you are right now, it probably might behoove you to make a stealth roll of some sort, just to make sure that you're not spotted or heard.
Is it supposed to be dark with our visibility limited?
Yes, yeah. So you see probably just a little round area there. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can only see, certain squares ahead of you.
Gotcha. I was just checking.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everybody rolling dice? Are we supposed to be rolling dice for something?
Stealth roll.
Pay attention,
okay.
Kurt.
Well, it said repair roll. Oh, okay.
So did you just shout that? Were you just shouting that?
Why are we being so quiet?
I'm a little old. Why are we even here together tonight? I thought it was next week. Okay, wait. Here we go.
No shit.
Why are all these dice flying around? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Are you
This is
okay?
not backgammon.
How did I roll a 5 on a D4?
Because you
With the raise?
Yeah, you got a raise, I think, on it.
Yeah. You have 3 dice.
Oh, yeah, got it. Okay.
Are you okay, Kurt?
All good.
Okay.
You taking your old man medication tonight, or?
Yeah, if you need to step away for a minute, it's okay. We're all friends here.
All good.
All right.
No need to worry.
So it looks like
Hang on.
Moira and Father Maple didn't quite make that test. Now, you still have bennies that you've got if you want to do that, or if you want to let it stand, that's fine.
I got a 7.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at, there was
Thank you.
another one out there further, and I saw that. It was a 3, so, okay.
I'll spend a penny. I'll try it again.
I thought we were next to a 4.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay.
I just
Where's
tripped twice and cursed.
To a 4? Where are we? Is there a campfire somewhere?
There's a campfire, yeah.
I don't see the forest or the campfire. I feel like we're in a city.
In a city?
Oh.
These are
Okay.
not the droids you're looking for.
All right, where's... Oh, there goes Bendigo Jack. He's running around already. What's going on? All right.
Trying to catch these birds.
I I need to roll for Peter too, don't I?
Now, this may just be my view of this looking at it from your angle. Do you guys just see just a circle around yourselves? You don't see a campfire up ahead?
No, you do if you zoom
Do.
out.
With 3
Yeah.
red caps.
Okay.
I don't know. Campfire. I see like it looks more like some sort of sculpture.
That's just bad design, that's all. It's just Chris doing a
Okay, got it.
kind of crappy map.
I worked really hard on this map, goddamn. There's fucking
If we're
fire
so
and
far away
shit.
from it, I don't.
You son of a bitch.
At least we
I
have a
immediate-
map. I mean, we played a whole game
Yeah.
one day without a map. So
I did immediately notice the birds and loved them.
Very nice.
If we're so far away from them, why are we being quiet?
Well, you're not that far away from it.
Oh, we're not. Okay.
All right, so
I for Peter,
ahead.
right?
what's
I
that?
need to roll for Peter. Do I need to roll for Peter?
We'll say that your roll counts for both of you in this instance.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have you roll every little thing for your extras.
Okay. Continue.
Okay, so you do see the fire coming out of the pit in front of you. What do you guys want to do at this point? This
You
is
want me to
definitely
do it?
where
But
the
did-
trail has led
did-
you,
did they hear us?
but you don't know that yet.
I lift up my cane. I'll be happy to shoot him if just give me the word.
Well, you don't even know where you're at.
But I'm a good shot. I'm a good shot anywhere, my friend. I'm a good shot anywhere. As Bendigo will attest.
Yeah, mate. He's a real crack shot, even if he's a crack pot.
I'll be happy to take these little things out if you want. Say the word.
We could go introduce ourselves. They might be friendlies.
No, good point.
That
I mean-
always works.
Well, I mean, we might have killed their pet, but maybe they were being harassed by it too. Maybe they used to have farms, and now they're homeless because of that creature, and we just did them a big favor.
Probably. Okay, I won't kill them.
Let's sneak up on them and see if they're talking.
I was gonna say, can we move around them at all?
Yeah, you're free to move. Yeah, just take it in like steps of about 5 or 6 squares at a time, so that we just don't rush in.
Can I use my Raven sight?
Oh,
Next.
I just hit a wall.
Okay, then you can't go that way, can you?
I just hit a wall too.
And stop.
6. Okay.
Can I use
Let's.
Your
Is
raven
there
sight,
actually-
sure. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt people.
Oh, please do.
Literally nothing of value right now. So
I'm just trying to move.
I'm just gonna try and turn it on. I think it's already. If the little shirt is
Oh,
dark,
I'm
that
off.
means. Go ahead.
Is the game paused for everybody? It's paused for me.
It shouldn't be, no.
Oh, there you go. That's why I couldn't move. No wonder I was having so many troubles. All right, I'm here with Bendigo.
So do I roll spell casting for that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, does anybody else notice that the Redcaps are gone now?
I still
That's-
see him.
That's probably just because you moved into an area where you can't see them.
Oh, gotcha.
You're behind that wall, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is okay.
this is a pretty dope map.
Way to
I
kiss up now. Thanks.
Death
One of the
map.
best I've ever seen.
I'm probably gonna need a lot of bennies tonight.
Are we on like
There you
a?
go.
What am I walking on here? A ruin?
Jesus Christ.
What is?
Okay,
But don't worry, he
we're
wants
just
to
gonna
shoot his
call it. We're going to
cane.
reconvene for next week because apparently Kurt's been drinking too much before we started tonight.
Thank you. Good night.
Shall I
completely
read
stopped.
the introduction once again?
I have trouble listening to it at the very beginning. I haven't like, warmed up to.
Are we outside?
Kurt, we're still on the train.
Yeah.
That brings back PTSD. I have PTSD over that train ride.
Okay, Dana, you wanted to roll your Raven sight,
I
right?
rolled spell casting. That's what you made a roll for my Raven sight necklace, right?
Yeah.
I rolled 11.
Okay.
And I think it's actually like a raven, right? Like it
Mhm.
actually appears.
Mhm.
So I'm going to kind of perch up above them on the, the ruins where we're at in the
Yeah,
ruins.
and you can both see and listen
Okay.
to what's going on down there. And these three individuals are sitting around and basically roasting, looks like a sheep carcass over the fire. Their conversation is at a minimal, and it is in a language that you don't recognize. But their voices are rather raspy, somewhat high pitched, and these creatures. I showed you a picture of them last time, didn't I?
No.
I didn't. Okay, let me pull one up here real quick.
We saw the dog.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie. I didn't know you were coming around the other way.
There we go. So this is what they look like. They're little short, probably about 3 foot tall, humanoid-looking creatures that have kind of purplish gray skin. What little hair they have seems to be white or gray in nature. Each of them have piercings in different parts of their bodies, either their cheeks, their noses, their eyebrows, whatever the case may be. And all of them wear some sort of like red cap of some sort, whether it be woolen or almost like gnomish in nature. They all have that distinguishing cap on their head.
That's not good news. The Redcaps are traditionally in Danish folklore evil creatures, very evil, as well as playful, but playfully evil, as far as Sir Henry knows.
But as I said, that you do hear them speaking, but they are speaking in a foreign language, so that you hear this.
What was
How
that?
many now? I'll shoot him now. That sounds pretty evil to me. Can I shoot one of them?
Moira knows a lot of languages. I don't know if anything sounds familiar in there.
I believe that most of her stuff is all of this plane.
So do I see anything else?
If you had to put give me a language roll, Moira. All right. If you had to put a finger on it, just as a guess, you sense a little bit of Gaelic in that language.
That's Irish, everybody.
Now, Gaelic is Scottish.
Scottish, everybody.
We're in Scotland.
So it seems like we can either talk to them, leave, or shoot them.
Do we try to lure one out and capture it?
Maybe we can make a noise of some kind. Or throw a rock.
I could throw my boomerang.
Oh.
I was gonna say like a sheep noise.
I would say we should do something.
I like the boomerang.
Well,
Okay. I could throw my boomerang and try and just kind of whip it right around one of their faces. So when it comes back around, hopefully it'll come after us and we can tackle it then. And because who have we got? Charlie. And who else is up there? Oh, Charlie, are you on your own?
no, I'm up here with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we've
let's-
got those two. So maybe we could get the Redcap mage, lure it down, and then they could sort of come in and take care of the other two while they're distracted.
Yeah, or we can kind of like hide off to the sides, and then when they come out looking for the source of the boomerang, we could jump them.
How'd you guys get over there?
We
Are you on
walked.
the roof? Are you on the roof of a building?
No.
They're on the ledge,
Okay.
still ground level there.
All right. I prepare my cane to fire just in case.
Cool. You guys want me to throw a boomerang?
So you're gonna hide behind the wall?
Yeah, throw the boomerang. We'll see what happens.
Are we
Okay.
taking prisoners or are we? What are we
Yeah,
doing?
we're gonna
That's up to them.
No prisoner. I'm gonna unraven my sight, by the way, so I'm not.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right. So, hold on one second. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and throw the boomerang right around this guy.
That's a good
Back
sound
here.
effect, by the way.
Thank you. So hopefully I'll go, I can eat you, and come running after it. And then these two will be like, I can eat you. And then while they're doing that, these two can maybe sneak up on them.
Okay.
All right. It's boomerang time. It's Benny time.
Well, you got a 4. You got a 4.
I spent the Benny
you got a
already.
+1. Okay. There you go.
There we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
There we go.
I'm
Okay.
so glad we got the sound effects back.
I feel like my stealth should be at like a -4 for both smell and sound. Okay, so I'm gonna throw my boomerang.
All right, so it whips around the red cap that's the closest to you, and let me just roll a little.
I was trying
something
to
for
just
him.
very subtly nick its beanie.
Okay, all right. Okay. so you, and it just hits just the tip of the beanie, and he's like, so, something about bugs, probably.
All right, get your cane out. Sorry, guys. I tried.
Well, why don't we send Bendigo? I mean, not Bendigo. Why don't we send Bot in there and just see what happens?
Well, that's not a good idea.
You've got Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they won't. We got you covered. I got my cane on one of them. Don't worry, Bot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I've
just
seen you
pretend
shoot.
you're lost.
just a clockman wandering through the woods.
They won't want to eat. The thing is, you're not made of flesh, so they won't want to eat you. So, you know, it'll just be like, hey, hello, I don't know where I am.
Beep,
Can
beep.
you get me in the right direction?
I'm so offended right now. I don't know what to say. All right, so why don't we do this? Let me see. Let me see if I still have a piece of gear here. Yes, I still have the sonic emitter, so I could turn that on, and that will then distract them enough that you guys can swoop in and take them. As in, don't harm them, just capture 'em.
Do we have an idea about how you capture them without harming them? Seems like we need to figure that out.
Well, they're
Like, I could-
short. We could just tackle them and hold them, right?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I mean, they are carrying large pickaxes from what we've seen.
Yeah, but we've got like trench coats and electro staffs and
And a
Plasma
cane.
shotguns.
Can't forget the cane.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so sonic emitter, I am.
Now they're close enough where you can actually target all 3 of them. I think you should be able to click
If we're
and
gonna
drag.
grab, we need to get closer, guys. We're too far away. I can't. 1, 2, 3. It would take me like 3 turns to get over there.
Where you
Don't we
at?
need to sneak in closer if we're gonna grab him?
Oh,
Can we
dude,
creep-
you're behind the wall.
What wall? I don't see a wall.
Oh no, your mouse is behind the wall. You're not behind the wall.
I
Okay.
don't have a mouse.
Well, Henry, if you want to do that, you're going to want to move in closer some way. Now, over in, can you see where my cursor is? I'm moving right now.
Yeah.
That-
Well, everybody better come with. I'm not doing this alone. I'm an old man, and my arm's been hurt, and so is you know the story of my leg.
Well, you
So
know I'll
this-
come with you.
This area right here is another ledge that looks down into that pit. Now, it's like a half a story to jump down there, but that's not far enough where you would take damage. If you wanted to come over here, that would get you into a place that would get you closer.
You know what? Our plan's not going to work. I'm blocked by a wall.
Where am I?
Well, you can climb over that wall. I can get you over if you just let me know when and where you want to move.
Well,
Here I come. Wait, now I can't see him anymore. Can we see over this wall? You want us to climb on the wall?
Hold on one second.
Oh, I collided with a wall. I'm behind the wall, but that's not going to let me tackle him if I can't walk through it.
I have faith that the game master will get us through.
Yeah, I can get you through.
Okay. Are we close enough to be able to get over to him when the sonic emitter thing hits?
Yes. And I'm trying to fix that where you can actually see him here. Give me 1 second.
I was going to
Are
say,
the rest of you in positions? The rest of the team in position for this?
I can't see him to target them.
Will you just shut up? I'm trying to fix it.
Excuse me. I can't see them to target them.
I can still see the golden pedestal that they were around.
Yeah, it's kind of funny you can see that, but not
I can see that, but I can't see them.
All right. Did that
I
change
can see
things?
everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Why is Lady Moira all the way over there?
I think
So I
that's
was-
just where she wants to be.
I was
No.
not in my body for a while. I'm a little bit behind.
All right. Is everybody ready?
All right.
Yes.
So you're going to hit him with the sonic emitter. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You got all three of them targeted.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Hit
right,
it.
here we go.
All right. Hit all three. So you just hit your damage on each one of those.
Oh, I got hit damage. Dang it. That thing closed out.
Well, no, you don't have to do that. Just go over to the dialogue box in the chat and just hit Redcap hit.
Oh.
Those little green things there. There you go.
Green things. Mine are blue.
Oh, they're blue for you? Okay.
Yep.
All right, I guess those, it doesn't necessarily matter on that because that just does distracted and vulnerable. So that's what we need to roll for them. All right, so give me a second. I'll roll that.
Okay.
Okay. All three of them are distracted and vulnerable.
Hit 'em.
So you guys have initiative basically over top of them at this point. So let me see if we can get this figured out here. 2, 3, there we go. Henry, Father Maple. Are we throwing Peter and Blinky in the mix?
Yeah, I plan on using Blinky if I can.
Okay.
Gonna throw some Peter around.
You must include Peter. I think he'll follow me.
Where did Peter's name come from? Why did we call him Peter?
Because he was a Spidey.
I named him Peter.
I know that, but Like, just because we thought Peter was a good name? Or...
Well, he was a Spider-Man.
Peter
Peter Parker.
Parker.
Okay, no flies on me tonight.
And that was like ages ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Hey, that's
That's right, Andy.
I'm playing catch up.
All right, so Hieronymus already went. Blinky actually would be next.
Okay. Blinky is going to run in and on this guy.
Okay.
Does Blinky need to roll for that?
Yes, he would.
Okay, let me target. Get back
Mhm.
over here, Blinky. Whoops. Hold on. Sorry. What would Blinky be rolling then? A fighting?
Fighting. Mm-hmm. And you had him targeted, right?
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, it didn't work.
Let me try again.
No, it's all right. Let's see. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way and figure it out. It just forces me to open his character sheet is all. Okay, so you got a 5, which does not beat his parry. So Blinky rushes in with his chompers out and takes a big bite in an attempt to bite down on his leg. Catches the hem of his pants and rips off the pants at the knee. So unfortunately doesn't make contact with flesh. So after Blinky, we go to Peter. Our extras are rolling pretty well.
Okay, is Peter, Peter can run or scramble along the walls to get a little closer to them.
Yep.
And I
And
need
he
him.
has a move of 6 and a run of 6.
And do I just roll the run die?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that'll give me the number of places. Okay.
So you can move a total of 8 squares.
Okay.
And you can move diagonally. So
We'll try. I'm sorry, the cat. She's sticky. 1, 2. I'm trying. 3. I can't do it very well. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that close enough?
sure.
Is he on top of this is a fantastic map, but is this a part of a building here?
Yeah, there's probably about 3 tiers here, and this looks like it would have been like the dungeon of whatever this fortress was.
So if he's on that, he's below them. Is that correct?
He is slightly above them, actually.
Okay, that's what I wanted. So,
Mhm.
okay, he's gonna try to wrap up the closest one. Is that the mage? I guess is the closest one.
Now this is at a -2 because he moved past his regular move.
Okay. All right, I'm looking for entangle. Now, more questions here. Do I click on entangle? Do I click on fighting for that?
You're going to click. That's going to be on his power. So let's see here. Entangle is focus.
Focus. Okay. -2. And that's under value.
Let me pull it up so I can see what you're doing.
It says modifiers, value, and then there's a drop down. I can click -2.
Yep.
Is that correct? Okay. Making sure I'm doing it right.
And he got a 1. Yeah. All right. So he sends a spray out, and not a complete failure because you didn't roll a 1. It sprays right behind him, just over his head, just missing Blinky as well.
Oh, sorry, Blinky.
All right, Lady Moira, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna run as well.
So you get 8 as well.
That was weird. Oh, I'm on the
you're
wrong
moving Peter.
thing.
Yep.
Sorry. I want to move the Peter. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I am going to try to throw rocks onto them.
Okay.
Using my elemental manipulation.
Okay. And there are plenty of loose rocks around here for sure.
I should probably just pick one then, right? One guy?
You'll be more accurate if you do that, yeah.
Okay.
Whereas Hieronymus's gun actually has a like spray setting, like a shotgun kind of thing. Yours, you really have to control it because you're kind of whipping them around, so you're choosing 3 targets to try to hit, so it would be a little bit more difficult.
Okay, well, I've targeted the mage then.
And 4 is, I think, all you need on that one for him. And he is distracted. So go ahead and roll damage.
I thought I targeted him. It didn't pop up. The little thing underneath didn't pop up.
It's probably because you're doing it under spell casting instead of you can still roll damage. Just pull that up and roll damage. But it's how you targeted him, I think, is why it didn't work.
Okay. Damage.
Yeah, if you look on your quick access menu, where it says Elemental Manipulation Plus, I think, or Elemental Manipulation, that's your regular Elemental Manipulation. There's your spell casting, and then you have damage that pops up there. Do you see that?
Where am I looking? That's not
on
the
quick
macro?
on quick access.
Do I know what that is?
On your first page under derived stats.
Elemental manipulation.
You see quick access, and
that
then
way.
elemental manipulation down there. If you click on that, that'll give you both that you need.
Okay.
There, I think.
Sorry.
That's all right. And let's see here. Some damage. 3. And I don't think that's enough to actually damage him on that one. So his toughness is 4. Yeah, so you didn't damage him on that. Pelted him with a couple of rocks, but to no avail, unfortunately.
Annoyed him.
These guys are a little tough. Father Mapple.
I think I would like to try to cast Curse to weaken at least one of them.
Okay. Now, what does that? What does curse do exactly?
Curse, it's bless or curse, but it raises or lowers one trait by 1 die or 2 die with a raise.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll target the mage since he's closest, and I get my Bible out and like, Almighty, please see fit to weaken these wee demons, so that we may smite them in your name. Amen. And I'll roll it.
All right. And then what do you want to lower?
I think just like agility, like just physically kind of weaken them.
And is that how many steps does that take him down?
1 die without a raise, but 2 dies with a raise.
Okay. All right. Got it.
I think it lasts 5 rounds.
Okay. Distracted, vulnerable, and cursed. Okay, so Henry.
Yes. I am going to try to grab. Can I get over? Can I get to this guy now?
Yeah, I can take you over there.
Yeah, I want to just sort of grab him and wrestle him to the ground.
Okay. Make a fighting roll.
Do I target him or no?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to use your cane?
Well, I would kill him if I use my cane, wouldn't I? Are we trying to capture them or are we trying to kill him?
Capture him.
All right, I'm gonna electric. Good idea. I'm gonna electrocute him. He says, I go to grab him and then I hear, use your cane. So I get that baby going and we'll do that, right?
Right. And Andy, I'm giving you a Benny for being a devious son of a bitch.
I hit target. I'm gonna
Don't
target.
encourage him.
Oop, I targeted Blinky. Okay, I'm targeting him.
Okay.
I got this now. Oh, I just targeted myself.
Yep.
How do I target him again?
Mm-hmm.
I keep trying to pull up my sheet, but it targets. Okay, I'm gonna pop it out. Here, I got an idea. Hold on, everybody. Target again. Targeting him. Haha. All right, now I'm gonna do this. Boom. Shooting, really? All right.
That was anticlimactic, let me tell you.
Boom. All kinds of.
There you go. All right.
The poor guy's dead.
All right. So
I knock him out.
yeah, and for some reason it didn't. I mean, you hit him for sure. That's
My target's on
Yep.
it.
Yep, but for some reason now you can't roll damage, and I don't understand why.
Oh, it causes damage. Oh, is a little blood thing damage? No, let's do that. Did I? It's a raise, right? How many raises?
That is
1.
yeah, 1 raise. All right, so that is shaken and a wound.
Perfect.
All right. So he is shaken and wounded at this point. So you zap him, and he falls down to his knees. Then we move to Bendigo.
Okay, so I want to the other red cap guy in the upper left. Then
Mm-hmm.
I want to take off my. Let's see, where is it? Hold on. I've got my highwayman cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I got the sweet cloak on. I want to take it off. And am I on a ledge? Is that right?
From where you are, yes, you are
Yeah.
on a ledge. Yeah.
Can I jump that far?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to take the cloak and hold it in front of me and like a flying squirrel leap in the air with it
Uh-huh.
and land on him and just immediately wrap him all up in it.
Okay.
And so it's basically like a sack and then bring it all together and be holding a sack of wee man.
All right.
So
It's gonna have a wee man in a sack.
that's the whole idea. Whoops. Okay, so what would I roll for that? Athletics?
That sounds like an athletics to me. Yeah.
Okay, let me target him. And I'll do my athletics. Let me spend a Benny real quick.
Okay.
Is a 4 a success? Or is... Let me spend a Benny real quick.
You need a 5.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I got 1 in the bank.
All right, so you sweep down like a spider monkey, or what did you say?
Like a flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel.
Yeah.
and scoop him up, and you got him bagged up in your jacket.
Okay, perfect. Can I throw it over my shoulder and be standing here like this?
Sure.
Quit your squirming.
All right, so now my Redcaps are going to try to go unshaken. Yeah, he's already shaking. I already did that. Why this thing does that? Dumb. He's still shaking. I want to spend a Benny. Try this guy. All right, so this guy is unshaken. But, yeah, I know he's shaking. I want to unshake. I'm going to burn Foundry to the ground. I hate this fucking thing. I'm so mad. Ever since this damn update.
This is not a paid advertisement.
It is not.
Foundry.com.
This is definitely not an advertisement for Foundry.com. Foundry can suck my dick.
Well, there goes that sponsorship.
Okay. Well, we're just going to say he remains shaken at this point. Okay, so that brings us to Charlie.
All right. So whoever is my nearest Redcap, it looks to me, but correct me if I'm wrong, that I have a pretty clear shot. There are no pillars in my way or anything. I'm
Yep, that's correct.
kind of looking down.
Which one are you trying for? This one or this one?
This one.
This one here?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah, the closest one.
Oh, the closest one. So this one.
Oh,
That one.
Okay.
Wait, don't I have that one?
Oh,
in the
yeah,
sack?
that's the one you got in the sack. He's
That's
got
not
him
the
in the
one
sack.
I'm going for then.
Okay.
I'm going for the nearest one.
This
Who's-
one right there.
Like shooting gnomes in a sack.
Where are we? So not the mage, not that one.
It'd be this one right here.
Wait. That one. Got it. So, what I'm gonna do is use my weighted mini cannon and just aim for the head and lob it.
Okay. All right, you got a raise. You can go ahead and roll damage. That's an-
It's my foundry just shut down.
Oh no.
Yeah, my map
I rolled for you.
disappeared.
Thank you. My whole power
Yep.
on the machine went down. I'm
You got
sorry.
a wound and shaken on him.
Okay.
So you lob that grenade down there, and just as you always try not to do, you absolutely splatter him into a million pieces. Just a red mist, and the cap just floats down to the ground and lands in the goo. And you hear a little voice inside your head go, "Ah, yes, more of that."
Oh,
Distressing.
I thought we weren't trying to kill him.
We weren't.
I thought that was the plan, everybody. What you doing over there?
Sorry, guys.
she's not sorry. I don't believe her.
Crikey. What was that all about? Jesus, Charlie. I've got mine in a sack. Yours, we'd have to put in a sack just to get all the pieces back together.
I'm smoking, but at least he's alive.
Yeah. All I did was say bad things about one of them.
Henry didn't even kill him.
Oh, mean.
Sorry, I just had a little blackout for a few minutes, and when I came to, I just
Take it
went,
easy.
so I went with it.
All right, so I re-rolled initiative for you guys, and oddly enough, you rolled almost exactly the same order. So we go back to Hieronymus.
Okay. I can't see anything on my screen, so.
What, did it go black or something?
Yeah, I don't have the map anymore.
Lord have mercy. Everybody else can see it though, okay? Move around all right?
I haven't logged out and logged back in. Thinking, try that. I thought, well, maybe there's a setting, so I've been looking through settings here.
Did that work?
Nope.
Nope, you're gone.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to log back out here. Let's see here. Log back in, because I had it. I could see it. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Oh, suddenly my browser does not support WebGL rendering.
Are you using Chrome?
Yeah.
Bizarro.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I can see everything else, but the map. Okay, well.
All right, we'll just tell you what you want to do.
Well, okay, so we've either turned them into goo, or we've gotten them in a sack.
One's in a sack, one's in goo, and the other one is still up and trying to recover, but he's still distracted and vulnerable at this point.
Okay. How far away? Like, can I get to him?
With a run, yes.
Okay. I shall run.
Actually, no, you can get there without running. It's just barely 6.
Okay. I'm just gonna go over and pick him up.
Okay. So that would be a fighting. I'll roll that for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't even bring up my character sheet.
Now you're not attempting to do any damage to him, correct?
Nope. Just gonna lift him up and say,
All right, so you got a 12. So yeah, you scoop in, grab him, pick him up off of the ground, and his legs are just twitching and kicking. He's trying to get himself back into working order, but he's so overwhelmed by what's going on, and now he's up 7 feet in the air. So yeah, you've got him.
Okay.
So you effectively have both of the creatures subdued at this point. And you can hear the one in the sack just, yes, no, you heard some English.
Apparently there's a universal language.
Yeah, you definitely heard some English in there for sure.
All right. I just walk over to Henry with this thing in my arms, so he can talk face to face.
Do you understand English?
Yes, I understand your terrible, vulgar language.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? This is our home.
You're in England. This is my home.
No, this was our home
Where are we in
first.
Scotland? Where are we? Scotland, England?
You're England still, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
This was our home, the Rumpelfur. This was our home first. You came here. You took our home when the veil disappeared.
What is the veil?
You do not know the veil.
No,
He
I
does
want to
not
hear
know
it
the
in your
veil.
words. Of course we know the veil, but in your words, what's the veil?
The separation between the Fey realm and this one, this dirty, dirty place. You've made it so dirty. It was our place first. It was beautiful, but now you make it terrible.
Exactly. Fey Realm is your place. England is our place. Again, I ask you, what are you doing here?
England was our place. You take it from us. We want it back.
Okay, that's the plan, to take England back from us?
We just want our territory, the Rumpelfur territory. We want it back.
What's up with the wolf?
It is our pet.
Do you have more pets?
And you hear a
That's the wolf.
coming from the chamber behind you. Fortunately, you look over your shoulder and it's still in its cage, but there is a second beast behind you. Yes,
Alive or in a cage?
alive,
I mean,
alive in a
out of
cage,
cage.
alive in a cage.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? He seems to be very willing to answer them. No one's got questions? Are we trying to achieve something here with these guys? Where are we in this thing? So, do you have, how many of you are here?
We three, only three.
Well,
We've got bad news for you, mate.
It's 2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about your friend. It happens sometimes. It's just in the line of work.
Clarence! Oh, Clarence! You killed Clarence.
Yeah, he's jelly now. Sorry, jam. Do we have any questions for this little imp? I don't know what else to ask him. What are we looking for here? Well, there was this wolf. My memory's not so good these days. There was a wolf. There's a train.
Not
mate.
wolf. Not wolf. Sith.
Right,
Did we
mate. But
stop-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
think
creature's
he's-
been harassing the farmers.
Yeah, but we solved that, didn't we?
Well, yeah, except it turns out they got another one.
Yeah, but it's in a cage.
Well,
For
right, but
now.
I imagine you're just not going to leave it there forever. Look, blokes, you can't go stealing other people's stuff and eating it. You have to buy it
Use-
from them.
You stole our land.
Like, we didn't steal
Oh,
anything. Like, Henry, hit him with your cane.
I power it up, Zzz, but I don't hit him. Yeah. Now listen, why don't you all just go back? How about if you go back home and we don't kill you?
We cannot open Vale.
Oh Jesus!
We stuck here with you meatbags.
Are there more things from the Vale stuck here with us meatbags?
Of course, all over, yes.
Are they all because the Vale does not open? Is that why?
We cannot transverse. Others can, yes. But they choose to come back and forth. We cannot, not powerful enough.
So, how do we open this veil for you and get you out of here?
If we knew that, we would do it, wouldn't we?
Well, I mean, you just said you weren't powerful enough. Maybe I thought you just needed some help. I'm trying to help you, mate.
Oh, then open it. Can you open it? Open the veil. Do it.
Well, give us some time.
Yeah, mate.
No
I mean,
time.
It's not like
No time. We take your land. That's what we want. We want land. We want it here. We
you're
want it
willing to
back.
share,
No, we're not willing to share. It's ours.
but you're not even from here. You came through
We
the
are.
veil. So
We
technically,
are from here. This is our home. You took it from us. What do you not understand? You took
Wait.
our home from us.
Yeah,
So
I think
you're
we're having
saying-
some confusion about that.
sounds to me like the veil needs to open and we need to leave, according to you, because you are naturally here first, right? But you
That
just said that
would
you want to go
be
through the veil because you want to go back to where you came from, which was not here, so this is technically not your land. Look, mate, I'm not from here either, but you don't see me going around eating people's sheep. I pay for them fair and square, or else I'll just ask nicely.
You're trying to confuse me.
No, mate, I think you're already confused.
You're confused.
Look, is your friend any smarter than you?
I am
The one in the
smartest
sack.
one, but the one in the sack. He is dumb.
Yeah, what's his-
Stupid.
What's his name?
You say Henry.
Mop.
Say Henry.
Mop?
Mop. We call
mean
him
like-
Mop.
Like, that you clean stuff with?
Yes, we clean stuff with him. He cleans up everything around here. I even call him Mop.
Is that like his name, or is that like a nickname?
It's what we call him. It is his name. What is your name?
Well, it's kind of rude to call him Mop.
Well,
What
we
is
call our
yours?
friend Pod.
Well, that's
Well,
kind of
yeah,
rude
'cause-
too.
Yeah.
So, na boo boo.
What was your name, mate?
Quinn. My name is Quinn.
Quinn. Right. Well, I'm Bendigo, and I would say it's a
Sir
pleasure to
Henry,
meet you. But yeah, that's Moira.
What is a Bendigo?
It's my name.
What is it?
It's where I'm from. I'm from a
Where
town
is
called
that?
Bendigo. Oh, it's it's another country. Oh, I didn't have to go across the veil. I had to go across the big old ocean there. So we both had our travels.
So why
Honestly,
are
I
you
think,
here in my home?
hey, I think we're a lot more alike than what you think. I think if we were to really sit down and spill it out, we've probably got less differences than what you imagine. Do you like beer?
Oh.
Yeah, see? Oh, I love it. I drink it every chance I get.
Do you have some?
I've got some soap.
Is that beer?
No, but we could boil it in water. It would make it taste different.
I would like to try.
Right, alright. Do they have like a pot laying around or anything?
Can the metal man put me down now?
What are you going to do if he does?
Have the soap beer. I taste it.
Let me make it
Fix
first.
beer. Fix beer for me. Put me down. Put me down, metal man.
Can I roll a notice and see if there's like a little pail of water and maybe like a pot that I can put over the fire?
No, yeah, they've got that.
There
on
is?
here. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop my soap into it and start warming it up over the fire.
And I'm gonna roll a notice to see if I think I can trust him.
Okay.
But I can't, so you need to roll a notice.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what's
Oh.
happening.
No.
Where are you? Charlie, I'm going to bring you down into the group there since you were kind of separated from us.
Come down
I'll
and see
start-
what you've done.
Embarrassingly picking up the pieces.
Blinky's over licking a puddle right now, so
No. Back away. Get away.
All right, you got a 5, Andy.
Okay.
He's squirrely, but you do have his other friend wrapped up in a in a jacket right now. So he.
Well, I'm not quite sure he's his friend if he makes him cleaned up everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he seems to have calmed down at least his kicking and squirming at this point. And you do have him hopelessly outnumbered, so
That's true.
It's very likely he will probably stay there
Okay.
if he values his life.
I will gently sit him down.
Okay.
I'll stand behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't like the metal man. He's very cold.
He is. We're working on that.
All right, so you're making soap soup.
making soap beer. It should be about done by now.
Okay.
So if there's like if there's like a cup or something laying around.
Yeah, a couple of mugs sitting around. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. So I scoop some up. Well, some for him and some for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, right, mate. And I got to be honest. I've never had this to drink before. So we're both about to go on a pretty wild adventure. And I hand it to him.
What kind of soap is this exactly? I forget.
It's just some soap I bought in the store.
Okay, just regular old soap.
It's just soap. Yeah, probably just lye
Okay.
soap.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna get lye disease.
Yeah. So it's I mean, it doesn't taste good. I assume. So cheers, mate.
All right, so you're gonna roll a vigor.
This is such a dumb I don't even have that. Where is? Oh, there it is.
All right, you got a 4. He got a 4. Okay. You. Oh. Now you know what beer tastes like.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. He takes a sip, and then he knocks the whole thing back. Slams the mug on the ground. He's like,
Another! That's wonderful. I love it. Soap.
You know what, mate? You like it that much, I'm gonna let you have all the rest of it. And you know what? If there's any left, I'll make you up a second batch.
he takes the mug and lets you fill it up, and he goes,
To Clarence.
Clarence, mate.
Wow.
and do you still have his buddy Mop?
Yeah.
in the cloak. This
Yeah.
whole time, Mop has just been in there.
Oh, yeah, sorry, mate. I'm gonna set the cloak on the ground and open it up.
Okay, you open it up, and he's like, just like Animal out of the Muppets, right? His hair is all just frazzled.
We got Clarence.
And his buddy's like,
Soap.
Clarence dead. Puddle over there.
and the little Mop is like,
I never liked Clarence.
and the other guy's like,
Me neither. Soap.
he hands him his cup, and he knocks one back too.
Look, guys, I told you, I think we're probably much more alike than we are different. So we gotta figure out a way that we can all coexist in this realm until the veil opens up and we can all go back to our own homes. What do you think?
This, I tell you before, this is our home.
What
Our
if we were-
clan came from here many, many moons ago.
Do you think that we...
Go ahead.
Go on. Well, what if the townsfolk were to negotiate with you and give you a patch of land that you could have all as your own, but you have to promise no more stealing any of their sheep, and you gotta keep your animal over there on a leash. You can't let him go out hunting. And they'll provide you with 2 bars of soap every month.
Humans would not go for this. They hate us.
Well, mate, I'm a human. No, I don't think you're so bad. Kind of lucky I never met the Clarence fellow. He sounds like a bit of a twat. But we could certainly talk to him. I mean, we've all... wait, do you guys know that we accidentally killed your other pet?
What's that
Indigo.
again?
Nothing. He misspoke.
Yeah, your pet ran away.
He ran away.
Yeah, we saw him go off through the woods. Said something about a holiday.
Please be quiet.
I think I can hear him.
You killed our pet?
I think that we could convince the other people living around here to coexist with you, if you're willing to coexist with them. Moira, Maple, Henry, Charlie, Hieronymus. What do you guys think?
Is there anything you could do in exchange? Could you help the humans if they help you?
What could we do?
That's a great idea, Mr. Maple.
Get some sort of magic or something, don't you?
I know
You-
some
you know.
magics. Yes, I know some.
Help
But
crops grow, or I don't know.
Kill wounded sheep.
Can you sing? Maybe you could entertain them. I mean, honestly, making crops grow is probably more useful.
I can sing.
Well, sing us a little something, will you?
I'm embarrassed.
Nah, don't be, mate. Look, we were strangers about 10 minutes ago, and now we're pretty much the best of friends. If you can't sing in front of your friends, what's the point?
You made persuasion roll.
After a couple of mugs of beer.
My persuasion's a D4 -2.
I'll give him a Benny. I'll throw in a Benny to make that happen.
Okay.
I can't, but you can do that for me if you
Oh, I
want.
can do that for you. Yeah, sure.
And I just persuasion. We should really have Henry doing the persuading.
I'm good at persuasion.
There you go.
Thanks, Charlie. I spent my own Benny. So it keeps you one in the bank.
All right, I'll sing for you.
In your mother tongue, if you don't mind.
Okay, in my tongue. Class, go to the faculty, culture. I got your burger, say, let go. I go with your pastor. Hey, go, but you gotta faticola. Hey, but to catch a padeke. Hey, but you was a program, but I hate go take some pedake. Shake a potake on tepake. Shake a tokapeka.
Just swore that sound like potato dog.
I'll give anybody a Benny that actually recognizes what that song was.
Herman's Hermits.
Yeah, I think that is who sang that. Yeah.
Henry VIII.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
Ghost. Oh, I thought that was beautiful.
You could probably entertain at the local pub where they have better beer than soap beer.
You think that the humans would allow us in their own bars?
Have you ever asked?
No.
Well, mate, that's step one. The worst that's going to happen is that they say no. Then you come back out here and keep eating the sheep.
Or maybe that's the trade-off, is we're here because you're eating their sheep. So maybe you promise not to eat their sheep if they allow you to happen to go to the bar occasionally to have better beer than soap beer.
You could probably open up your own barbecue pub.
It's a bloody great
Fire up
idea.
lamb, you know?
I'd eat there.
We will think about it. You will go to the humans and you will barter for us. Yes?
Absolutely. I won't be the one doing it. Some of these other folks that we ride with are much better at persuading folks than I am, for sure, but... Yeah, I think we can make this happen. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we may need one of you may need to come with us just so the other humans believe that.
You are here.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah. Why don't you come with us, Quinn? Mop, you can clean up Clarence.
Okay, you get a Benny for that. All right, he agrees to go with you.
Okay.
What do we do now?
So Mob and the creature is going to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
And our other gentleman is going to come with us back to the pub where we were to start.
Sure.
Okay.
That's Quinn that's traveling with you.
Yes, Quinn. Sorry. Alrighty, back to the pub it is.
And the pub is the Hollow Leg Tavern.
Yeah, you got a map for that?
I do not.
We'll give you a couple minutes.
You were expecting us to kill him, weren't you?
Hmm?
You thought we'd kill him.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, that is generally our mode of operandi.
Yeah.
We almost did. I mean,
Well, I mean, 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
another weighted cannon, that guy would.
I mean, Charlie, anger issues.
Should we leave Charlie here to watch Mop and the creature?
I need a drink.
Well, I'm out of soap. Sorry.
Okay, so we're headed back to the tavern, and somebody way more persuasive than I will need to speak to the tavern owner.
Who has the highest persuasion? Is
Nah.
it really you, Henry? I feel like you've had the most success.
I am
This-
extraordinary at persuasion. We all know that by now.
Let's see, I
It's
have a
not me.
D6 -2.
Yeah, I'm a D4 -2.
I'm D10. I am actually D10. How did I get to D10? I thought it was like D4. Yeah, I know. The problem was I'm good at persuasion, but I was always intimidating people. Is that right?
Right.
But I'm good at persuasion. I'm a D10, folks.
Fire it up.
Who am I persuading?
Tavern owner. To allow these gentlemen.
Who's the tavern owner?
Tobias Mills.
And Tobias, what is he?
Human.
Tobias! We've returned. How are you, Tobias?
Hi. Tis good to see you again.
We have a proposition for you.
All right, I was just closing up, but what you've got?
We found a little imp in the woods.
An imp, you say?
Yes, a little creature. Probably from the land of the Feywilds.
Go on.
Well, we've invited this imp to live with our community here. Good idea, isn't it? And in exchange, our imp will sing songs for your tavern people.
He's very talented.
Very good.
Oh, he's got a voice like an angel. I swear on it.
Yeah, now he wants to contribute to the community. We felt that this might be the best way for that to happen.
And in exchange, they won't eat the sheep anymore.
Yep, no more sheep disappear. No more farmers worried about their sheep or farmers disappearing.
They're the ones that have been eating the sheep.
Yes, they have pets that eat the sheep. The imps themselves don't eat the sheep. Well, they do eat the sheep. It's a long story. Well, their pets kill the sheep and then they eat the sheep. You know, like we eat sheep. Same thing. Lamb, really. Mutton.
So they've been hunting our stock
Yes.
for the last several seasons.
Exactly. And they agreed to stop and, and they want to contribute to the community. Hey, why don't you, would you like to hear him sing?
Henry,
Yeah.
told him that we killed one of their pets, so we're basically even.
Yeah, we killed one of them.
One of the imps?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that was, no, that's not
an
what I
accident.
wanted to say, but
And one
it
of
was
their
an
pets.
accident. It was kind of an accident. We were trying to capture them and we had a little miscommunication, but really we killed one of the wolves or creatures, whatever they call them, that were eating the
Sith!
Excuse me, who said that?
Quinn said that from the back of the group.
Cat Sith!
We killed a Sith.
Cat Sith!
Cat Sith. Dead. But they have another one, but I think it's going to be fun. Bindigo asked that they keep it on a leash, and I think we're okay. And they're just going to be nice contributors of the community here now, but they need something to do, and we were hoping they could sing and perform for your... I think it would be wonderful. I really think that your patrons would enjoy hearing an imp sing. It could even be something special here at the tavern. People come from miles, buy lots of drinks.
Okay.
What other tavern has a singing imp? Name one. Not one.
Give me a persuasion roll there, Sir Henry.
When you spell it out, this really sounds like a terrible idea.
You'll sing, you'll do a little dance. 6.
That's not bad, right? Not bad.
Not bad.
I'm not gonna spin a bidding because I don't really give a shit if he accepts this goddamn imp as a singing.
How are they going to?
Career.
How are they going to repay us for the murder of all of these sheep?
Performing in your tavern. You see, you'll be the only tavern in all of England and Scotland and Ireland and Wales that has a performing imp. Do you understand that? People will come from miles around to see the imp perform, and they will buy your drinks, and they will contribute to the economy, whatever you call it. They will contribute. You need to be quiet, Smurf. They will contribute to the economy of the town.
Let me hear it sing.
Up.
All right, Bendigo, it's all you. Get the guy out. All right, Quinn.
Quinn, would you sing? Please?
Better yet,
You're on. Hit it.
let me help you. Dear Sir Tavern Owner, can we please have a couple of your ales?
Oh.
Are you gonna buy him?
Absolutely.
Blank. He plunks
There
2
you go.
down.
And I flip some money his way, whatever they cost.
Okay.
Okay.
And a 1, and a 2, and a...
Wait, what's happening with the beer?
Oh well.
He just wants to drink.
Quinn. These are for you. Once we hear you sing.
Me sniff.
Well, here, better yet, I'll even let you have one, and the other one is for you. And I can actually open a tab for you so that you may have others later on.
We're gonna pay for this imp's beers now? What the fuck's going on in here?
Henry, we're doing something good.
It's not soap, but it'll do.
I would like to use my power of illusion to ignite further just for a little moment the gas flame lanterns, so that they will glint off the window, the whatever that is, those poured windows, and I just want to create the effect while the imp is singing, while Quinn is singing, of a disco ball.
Disco ball.
Yeah, just a little, a little something for Tobias to soak it in.
All right, so he chugs back the last of that first beer, and then he gets up on a table, and he starts to do a little jig.
Dancing.
Yeah.
I flip an extra coin over to the bartender, and I say, "Mate, I'd pay to see that every day."
Henry or Tobias is sitting behind the bar, just quietly chuckling to himself, and he says, "If that thing will do that every night at my bar, I think we could call it square."
Do you hear that,
All
Quinn?
right.
It's a pleasure to do business with you, sir. Pleasure.
And he puts his hand up, and Tobias takes his hand, and they shake hands. And Tobias pours around for everybody, and then tells them to do another dance and sing. And Quinn gets up on the table, and he begins to sing another song for you. And we can kind of draw that to a little bit of a close, and see that you've patched a bridge here between the humankind and the Fae here in this little town, at least for the time being. As you know,
only one bit the dust.
Yeah.
Only cost one cat sip and a Clarence.
and a bar of soap.
We should use Clarence as a form of currency from now on. That's the kill count.
How did it go? 4 Clarences. It was a disaster. Everything went to shit.
Just 4? That's a good night for us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there are only 3 of them. Oira brought one back to life and Charlie killed it again.
It was an accident.
Sure.
You like it.
As you guys recall, you had a pretty much entire jail full of CIA agents and counter agents from across the world that needed to be taken care of. You can bed down for the night without too much incident there at the inn that is attached to the tavern, and await the arrival of a pickup for tomorrow for all the folks that you had taken to the jail. So all the CIA agents, the Afghanis, the single German that is still left, are all brought back to London. And Frank shows up with an interesting contraption that he is seated behind the wheel of. And it's this really large, like almost semi-truck / tank-like structure that he has driven up here for you guys. I think I've got a picture of it here. I'll pull it up for you. There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So Frank wheels up in this giant wagon, and says, "Thought after the ambush last trip we needed an upgrade. Feast your eyes on this. Merrick's monolithic moving machine. Steam-powered engine, all-wheel drive, and 4 tons of fun. This here is essentially a tank on 4 wheels and less explosives, but it'll get us anywhere we want to go 3 times faster than a horse and carriage. What do you think, mates?"
Fun.
Oh, I think it looks amazing.
Mr. Merrick made it for us.
Who's Mr. Merrick?
The Elephant Man.
From headquarters.
Ah, yes.
First episode.
Hey, back, Glenn.
That's okay.
Am I gonna be able to fit on this thing?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see the top of it opens up, so your head can pop out.
Yeah, I'm driving down the streets.
And then he begins to begin the trek to Kilmere, which is where your next mission is located at this time. And the little fishing village of Kilmere is a quaint little town on the edge of Moray Firth, on the coast of the Black Isle, located about 2.5 miles from Inverness. The town itself is a hilly region with lots of trees, creating a canopy over the town. The majority of the homes are situated along the lakefront, with a road that separates them from the water. From the town proper, the view is hauntingly gorgeous, with a mist that floats over the lake, giving it a bluish-green hue. Once you reach the town, you can easily spot the town hall. It is a long, white stone building with a simple bell tower that overlooks the village. It is here where you can meet with the mayor, Flynn Milligan. And as you guys approach the town hall, the door opens and you see a stout Scotsman with a full mutton chop beard that's quickly turning from red to gray, and he's dressed in the traditional Scottish kilt. And although he wears a cap, it is evident he has a balding head and is desperately trying to hide it from onlookers. He's a bit gruff in his demeanor, but is genuinely interested in finding the culprits in the disappearances that have been going on here in this town. Yeah, so you're the folks that's come up from London to help with our little situation, are you? So what can I do for you? Now, if you'll recall, this town has been plagued by something that has been stealing members of the town from along Moray Firth. A couple of fishermen and some children are on the missing list at this time.
Well, could you point us in the direction of some of the disappearances so we could get started?
Aye. Let's take a little walk while we discuss it, shall we? I'll introduce you to the local sheriff. His name's Caleb Kelly. He should be able to tell you a little bit more about the crime scenes. We've had 5 locals go missing over the past several weeks. All started with a fellow by the name Finlay McGregor. Finlay was a bit of a loner. Retired fisherman in his late 70s. Lived in a shack on the outskirts and only came into town to visit the tavern for about an hour every night for a single beer. Rarely talked to anyone, and truth to tell, wasn't missed for a couple of days until someone at the pub asked, "Hey, where's old Finlay?" Some folks went out to a shack and found it in perfect condition, just like he'd left it. One of the fellows noticed his boat was gone from the dock in front of his house and went calling for him along the lakeside, and lo and behold, he spots it down the ways a piece, washed ashore with no Finlay anywhere to be seen. We suppose the old man fell overboard and drowned. Till that is, we had another fisherman go missing. Second fellow was a bit younger. Jason Sweeney was his name. Similar situation. Although Sweeney was more well-known in the town and his friends went looking for him much faster. They knew the area, he liked to fish, and he took their boats out in search of their pal and came upon it floating free out in the Firth, and old Sweeney just gone. One of the boys dove down in the area, but no luck finding a corpse. 2 disappearances in the lake could have been an unfortunate coincidence, but when the kids started disappearing off the shore, well, then it became a whole nother story. And it's about this time in his tale where the party arrives at the door to the local sheriff's office, as the sheriff himself comes bursting out the front door. "Oh, Mr. Mayor, I wasn't expecting you, sorry. I'm in a bit of a rush. I'm afraid one of the missing have turned up and it's not a pretty sight. I'm on my way now. He's washed up in Munlochy Bay." "Are these the folks from London?" Your consort nods his head, yes, introduces you to the sheriff. "Well, I suppose if you all want to join, you're welcome to come along. So how far did the mayor get with you?"
2 fishermen. The first 2 to disappear, and then kids.
Aye, yes. Well, I believe the body we're about to uncover belongs to the third adult victim, Reggie Hines. Reggie went missing about 3 days ago, same situation as Jason Sweeney. Found his boat out on the Firth, floating free. But this one was a little different. This one had a bit of blood on it. Didn't find anything like that at the other two, no signs of struggle. Whatever it is that took Reggie, he must have had a chance to try to fight it off. Reggie was a tough one, though, that old bugger. Former Navy and a boxer. Not the type to go down without a fight. It saddens me even more, though, now to know that we have a body, and if it was Reggie's, I'm afraid that there will be little hope for the poor young'uns that have gone missing. The two kiddos went missing from the shore last week, about 2 days apart. Jackson Kerr was the first, and little Abby Morris the second. I spoke with the parents of each of the children, and they said that the kids was playing as usual by the lake. Abby was on the dock out back of her house. Her mom was looking out the window at her while she was doing dishes. Poor woman dropped a plate, and after cleaning up the bits and pieces, looked out, and little Abby was gone. Now, it was Jackson's dad that left me with a cold chill. Jackson, little boy, was a bit older, about 10 years, and was keen to hiking up and down the lakeside on his own. His dad set parameters for him, though, and the boy usually was fairly mindful. Well, Jackson's paw was tended to the horses when he heard what sounded like the cries of a small child, yelling for him coming up from the lake. Now, Mr. Kerr, he knows the sound of his own son's voice, and he swears to me it wasn't Jackson that was calling them from that lake. Now, Mr. Kerr knows the sound, but that child was in distress, no doubt about it. Mr. Kerr runs to the lakeside. He sees a commotion out in the distance, and he jumps in, expecting to find a child that had foolishly wandered out into the lake. But he finds nothing. After several minutes in the cold lake, he climbs out, returns home to dry off, and he realizes that Jackson was still out on his hike. He walks up and down the lakefront, and the boy is nowhere to be found. Poor man, he begins to second-guess himself. Was it his boy that was calling him? He swears it wasn't, but if not, then where's his son? It's tragic. I don't know what I were to do if I was in his shoes. And this has taken you guys down the main street and off to the edge of Moray Firth. Here you get to see the area in its complete grandeur. And the Firth empties out into the eastern sea. And it goes on for miles. I mean, it looks like this lake is so big, it looks like you're looking out to the sea. But you know that off in the distance there is land, if only the fog would let up enough for you to be able to see it. It's late in the late evening at this point, so it's dusk now. There's just a little bit of light that's kind of filtering through the trees and the fog. And he leads you to the area where you can see there's a few more police officers waiting up ahead. And they're all standing around what seems to be a body that's washed up in a little cove in an area north of Kilmer known as Munlochy Bay. Moray Firth has carved out this little offshoot in a secluded area with high vegetation and a preferred location for hunters, as this area seems to be a place where the deer come to slake their thirst. Reggie's body lies bloated on the edge of the water, having been submerged for likely several days. The skin is bluish in color and is cracked in several places due to the outgassing caused by the bloating. His eyes are sealed shut, and his tongue is protruding from his mouth like a black slug. He has a gaping wound in his abdomen. And so I'll leave this scene to you to kind of take a look at here and decide what you want to do.
Well, I think the first thing is we need to examine, maybe roll notice. Everybody roll notice to see if see if anything just pops out at somebody.
That was the sound of the body degassing.
I think I need somebody to roll the notice for me.
Okay.
Me too.
All right, Charlie, I'll get you here. And Hieronymus.
It comes and it goes. I don't know. Everything's on, so I don't know what's going on.
Ooh, Hieronymus got the big 17.
Well, all right. I'm going to have you roll more often for me.
And Bendigo, it looks like, came in second there with an 11. So taking a look at the body and the area surrounding this area. Obviously, the body is washed up here in this cove, and looking at the way that the lake, the waves kind of travel, this does look somewhat like a dumping ground. There's a lot of like seaweed and logs and branches and stuff like that have kind of collected around this area. So it seems like this just seems to be a little bit of a dumping off point, and it's just probably happenstance that the body ended up in here from somewhere perhaps deeper out in the Firth. Based on the appearance of the body, it has probably been in the water for 3 solid days at this point. And Hieronymus, you've noted, the injury to the abdomen for sure, and you kind of get right up on top of it and kind of start poking around in there. You're not afraid to get your metal hands dirty.
Nope.
And you can tell that, number one, this injury was probably made post-mortem. That it doesn't seem like it would have been the cause of death.
Can I tell if organs have been removed?
Absolutely, and yes. There have been organs removed. I don't know how good you are with anatomy, but
just a general knowledge.
It's easy to tell for sure that some of the intestines have been removed, as well as, especially where the cut is located, the liver. This is where the liver would be located, and there's an empty cavity there.
Okay.
He also has some cuts. Bendigo, you notice this while he's looking at the incision wound. He also has cuts around his arms and his face. Now, these appear to have been made prior to death, at least the best you can tell. But looking at his body, those of you with any knowledge of science and forensic science in particular, this guy definitely drowned as the cause of death. And those patterns on his arm seem to be made in sections of 3. So whatever it was, if it was an animal, it had 3 fingers or claws with which to attack this man.
Well, what do you think, Hieronymus? You find anything down there?
Well, I find it odd that the incision seems to have been made post-mortem, indicating that this was not part of his death. That somebody came and harvested, it looks like, his liver.
Well, that's kind of bizarre.
And the intestines.
And the intestines.
Well, you can see the scratches up here on the arms and around the face. Seem to be like some sort of an animal or something. But they seem to be almost... They appear as though they happened prior to death. So
possibly he fought some sort of an aggressor. They fell in the water. He drowned and made his way here. But then somebody came along and took a liver and intestine.
Unless they killed him somewhere else and harvested that and then threw the body in the lake.
That could be. That could be. Do we see any tracks leading
Not in
away
this
from the
area.
body?
No, like I said, it seems like he definitely washed up here.
Okay.
The only tracks that you can see are the tracks that the police made in maybe pulling him up closer to the edge.
Can we roll a survival to see if we can determine what like the current of this body of water, to see if we can get an idea of which direction he might have came?
Yes, that pretty much has already been answered, though. As far as like the currents in this area do kind of swirl into this little
cove.
offshoot. Yeah, the cove.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, you'd have to probably get out on the lake probably to see really how it really flows.
We've been on a train. What can we do on a boat?
Get on the boat.
Alrighty. Notice anything else to go about the body?
No, I'm not seeing anything else really of value. It's obviously been in the water for a while, so it's going to be kind of hard to determine really any other kind of timelines.
Okay.
And I don't remember, where did this body originally go missing? Where did the person originally go missing? Do we know?
Not entirely sure. They knew that this guy had gone missing. His boat had been discovered, just like the others, floating out in the lake.
Okay. It almost makes you wonder if there's something out in the water that's doing this, as opposed to somebody doing it on land and dumping it. But I don't know of any fish with claws.
Are there any
That's not supernatural.
local legends or anything? Like a local Loch Ness monster sort of?
You mean like Nessie, eh?
Yeah.
What I was telling you earlier about the cries of the children, it's something that we've been hearing for quite some time. Most of us have thought it perhaps just a trick of the wind, or the sound of the wind going through the willows offshore. But here, as of late, in the last several weeks, the cries have grown more, I don't know, desperate. Something has woken up whatever these spirits are out in the lake, and they cry nearly on a nightly basis now.
So you've been hearing that for a while?
For the last several weeks, perhaps Last 2 months.
Does it start around the same time every night?
It's all different times. Even during the day, sometimes we will hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone does. It's usually localized. A farmer here, someone walking out by the lake.
Sounds like we might be dealing with some sort of sirens. Some other devious creature.
Or mer people.
Bloody mer people.
Sounds are at night.
Could be mer people.
What's that?
The sounds are at night.
Sometimes during the day.
And Father Mapple.
Mostly during the day.
What's that?
The sounds mostly at night or mostly during the day?
Happens all times.
How often per day?
It depends on who hears it. We've had individuals hear it in the morning, some in the afternoon, some at night. Some days there's no reports of the cries coming from the Firth. But the frequency has increased over the last month or so.
And who hears it? Is it men folk, women folk? Do children hear it?
I can't say that the children have heard it, to be honest with you.
But men and women have.
Men and women, yes.
And it sounds like children.
Sounds like children's cries, yes.
I think one of us probably, or a couple of us, need to post out overnight and see if we hear anything.
Have you had a lot of children deaths in the area? Recently?
No, just the ones that have gone missing, and we pray that they're not dead.
Could be a banshee.
It's a little bit out of that territory, but anything's possible these days, right?
That we have seen, yes. But I think it. Go ahead, Father Maple.
I was just going to ask, of the adults who've died, have any of them had children? Have all of them had children, or any of them been parents? Like, where maybe whatever it is using children's voices to lure parents specifically?
All three of the men, no, none of them were fathers. Most of them somewhat loners. They all certainly were alone when they were taken. The children, too. But we know that at least the girl was at least within eyesight of her mom.
And the mom did not see anything.
And didn't see the act transpire, no.
Okay. Could you take us to the location where this occurred?
With the child?
Yes.
I've got a little bit to take care of here. It might take a little while to wrap up. Perhaps maybe in the morning. Do you have somewhere to stay tonight?
I do not know if we've procured arrangements this evening.
Just as a reminder, it was actually at Moira's estate. This is
that's right.
Right around the corner from where she lives, about 30 minutes around the other side of the Firth.
Well, in that case, we are staying at Moira's estate.
Well, perhaps we should meet up here in the morning. Give me the chance to clean up this mess and get the body back where it can be autopsied. And then I'll meet you back at the police station in the morning.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys are making your way kind of back into town to meet back up with Frank to head over to Moira's, Father Mapple, you hear that familiar voice in your head that says, "The water yearns for you, my son. She calls for you."
Like the call of the sea?
That's all it says.
Oh, okay.
Wait, and only he can hear this in his head.
Yeah, only he can hear that.
Okay. Interesting.
And I think perhaps we'll leave it there since it's almost 11 o'clock. It'll be a nice little cliffhanger for you. And you guys will be heading over to Moira's then to bed down for the night. So, Dana, real quick, knowing what has led up to this at this point, what is your plan once you get home?
Oh, God. That's so long ago.
But you remember the dream that you had, correct?
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
I can also rewatch it to get the details, but yeah. So I'm gonna get people situated in their rooms. I'm going to there's probably a cook or two there, so I will tell the cooks to give people whatever they want food wise and stuff, and then I'm gonna leave people to do their thing, and I'm gonna go out to the oak tree immediately. So
okay, if you do that, then here's your actual cliffhanger.
Sorry.
No, that's okay, that's all right. You get everybody settled, and each of them probably have their own individual rooms. The manor is probably big enough to take care of everybody. You take a step out onto the stoop and take a look at the tree itself, and you see a figure standing underneath the tree, and it is in the shape of what's your uncle's name? Sorry.
One is Mac. Colin McGinn.
Yeah, it's Mac.
Okay.
In the shape of Uncle Mac. Now you just see him in silhouette with a light that is kind of shining behind him ever so slightly, but you can kind of ever so slightly see through him. And then there's a little flash of lightning, and he's gone. And we'll pick up there next time.
All right, gotta go, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. See y'all soon.
Okay.
Alrighty.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
See ya.